But Jesus says, you know what? I'm going down to Galilee. Call the folks and have them meet me there. And in Galilee, here's what happens. Jesus issues what we call the Great Commission. He says to all the disciples, I've been telling you for the last 3 years, I'm not going to always be with you. I've been training you on how to lead, how to disciple others, how to share the gospel, how to preach the gospel, even how to heal, how to do all the things that I've been doing. So if you believe in me and you believe in my Father, then you have the power to do all the things that we've been doing together. And he says, go, ye therefore, and make disciples. Community of love, we're on a mission. Our mission is to go and help introduce individuals to Christ. That's how we translate make disciples. Because we don't make anything. We don't save anybody. What we do is introduce individuals to Christ as the Savior. That's our mission. That's about as far as we can go. And then once we introduce them, we walk alongside them to say, you know what, we love you. And it may not make full sense right now, but if you hang on with us, if you stay in there with us, if we can support you and encourage you through your dark days and celebrate with you through your high days, as moments in life come and transitions come, we want to be there to be with you so that you never feel alone. Because God said he would never leave or forsake you. And God is with you, but we are too. And that's why we always say this is a place where God loves you. And we do too. You've heard me say this before, we want to love you for free. That means without asking for anything in return. That we want to love you first, without looking to see what we get in return. This is not an ROI church. You know what an ROI is? ROI is return on investment. We're not looking for investments here. We are looking to love you. And as we love you, we're not afraid to go outside the walls of the church. We're not afraid to go into the community, on the highways and on the byways, away from our comfort zone, so that we can share the gospel. So folks, community of love is on a mission. Will you join in with us? We're on a mission. And even if you're a doubter, it's okay. Because we believe that everybody has a place in this mission. Everybody has been given God-granted talents, skills, and giftedness, areas of giftedness. You have some skills in you that if we were able to connect you with us, can you even imagine what we would do? What kind of glory we bring to God, not even for ourselves? What kind of help we can be unto other folks? I would argue that the one thing that this world is missing is a few people courageous enough to join hands and make a difference. That's the one thing the world is missing. Not another political speech, not another a pompous sermon, not another, idea or strategy, but just a few courageous people who are willing to take a challenge, to love one another for free, to inspire one another, to encourage one another. So if I think back over the old lady, and please forgive me, you know how we youngsters are. I ain't so young anymore. I got a beard full of gray, but going back to Trinity Baptist Church, Los Angeles, this lady, she would scream Jesus twice, and then she would fall out. And what we didn't know is that when she came to, she would always have the same speech. And we, the young folks, we lack patience. So when she fell out, we went running outside and we would talk about what we thought happened. And we used words like slain in the spirit, we figured out that somebody came and just, hacked her up on the inside or whatnot. And we didn't know what we were talking about. But she would share with those who had made that circle of love around her, who understood and had discernment about what was going on in the woman's life. And she would just get up and she would just begin saying the word Jesus. 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 And she would just say Jesus. 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 my age and under, cooling more means that she was about to die. And the doctors had lost all hope. They couldn't figure out what to do. And she laid in that bed, and every time she had breath and had energy, she would just scream out, "Jesus!" And then she felt a little puff of energy, just a little puff of energy. And she said, if I could muster up just enough to get another verse like that, and she would say, "Jesus!" And even in the hospital, she would faint. But when she came to, there was all kind of energy there. And all she would do was say to him, "Jesus." She would just sing her heart out. She would say, "Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. So at the church, when everybody was coming around, and they said, sister, are you okay?" She said, "Yes, baby, I'm just fine." And they said, are you really okay? And the ladies in the white with the hair all came and took her pulse, hooked her up to the cuff and took her blood pressure. One lady, over diligent, even came and pricked her finger and said, "We want to check your sugar, baby." And she said, "I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay." And they said, "Well, how do you know?" And she said, "I'm okay. Let me tell you why." She said, "He was saved, saved, saved. Saved, saved, saved. Oh, saved, saved, saved." What's his name? Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. And she said, "You know what? He's a savior." Saved, saved, saved. Saved, saved, saved. Oh, saved, saved, saved. And then they wanted to, because you know they have a room over in the old church where you go sit down and get some water and rest